All right, thanks everyone for joining us on this like spare of the moment type of call in the afternoon. Glad some of us could hop on, and I'm sure a lot will be watching the recording of this. But we have Keith Callahan. Hopefully, I think most of you guys know him. We definitely talk a lot about him on our team from afar. But I mean, I love watching his live videos. If you haven't, definitely check out his page. He goes live pretty often on some really great topics. So if you don't know Keith, he's actually on our bigger brother team, and his upline is Bob Lucido, which is the same as Lisa Hanson. He is a father of 4, lives in Massachusetts, soon to be a father of 5, so congratulations is in order, and OMG, I couldn't imagine 5, but 2 dogs is good for me. He's married to Amy, best wife ever. 10-star diamond coach, which is absolutely phenomenal. I think he hit that this year. Million Club, 25 plus 5-star diamonds in his downline. That's like mind-blowing. And then the other mind-blowing stat is 25,000 coaches in his downline. Like, yeah, mind-blowing. But Keith has come, like, if you know his story, and I'm sure maybe he'll share a little bit about it, has come, extremely long way from where where his story started to now. Don't look at all those stats and put him, sorry, Keith, on some sort of pedestal, because we all started at, that ground zero, level 1. So Keith, I'm going to just shoot it over to you because I know you got a lot of awesome info for us.
Right. Thanks, Rose. Thanks, Lisa. I have 2 people I know. Hi, Leah. How are you? Sometimes there's times in this times in life that I feel like when you have something in life come that it gets overwhelming, and it's not overwhelming in a complicated way, but it's like there's a power coming in that's overwhelming. Can you guys hear me okay? Hold on.
I think it might be your internet.
It's just a little sketchy in and out.
Is this better? The audio is not as good, but you can hear me consistently now?
Yes, and your face is moving with your voice.
All right, so you guys am I good now? All right. When I was looking, I could see like everybody's face was kind of like, what's going on here? All right, so I'm honestly a little overwhelmed doing this video right now because I feel like there's times in life that, like there's times in life when I get a little bit overwhelmed, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this, right? Where you get a little bit overwhelmed because there's this energy coming in, this power coming in, right? And I feel that way right now with 80-day obsession, and I haven't felt that way with the program in a long time. And let me just take a step back from a big standpoint. When you start to grow a team, you can sort of see trends that are happening, and I want to share with you guys some honest experiences that I've gone through recently in this business, and some honest experiences that it's been the first time that I was sitting down and I was talking with my wife, Amy, the other day, and this was about a week ago, and I said to her, I was like, we've had a dip in volume, and I said to her, I was like, I know we're going to pull out of it, but I don't know how we're going to pull out of it. Like, every time that something's happened in the business, like, I could always see the next step and the next step and the next step. And I was like, we've had a dip, and for you guys that are on this call, like, you've probably felt it. Like, you've felt that things aren't as easy as they used to be, right? And when you have a bigger team, you can sort of see when people are feeling that things aren't as easy as they used to be, your volume goes down. Like, that's the way this business works. So we saw that, and I was talking with Amy, and it wasn't really I never have gotten to the point of, is this not going to work or something like that? But it was a question of, how is it going to shift? Like, I knew it was going to shift. Like, if anything, I think Carl Deichler's really bad at a lot of things, to be honest with you. But that dude is so in tune with, like, he's just so in tune with, there is a way that this is going to work. There is a way that, like, we're going to go to the next thing. He's so in tune with evolving and developing and all of that. And that's exactly who you want as a CEO, right? And then we have Jeff Hill, who's sort of like, Jeff and Michael's job are kind of to run behind Carl and, like, pick up the disaster that Carl leaves behind himself, right? So, yeah, Carl has, like, this amazing vision. And then, yeah, Michael and Jeff are the ones that, like, put this together, because Carl could never put his vision together. Like, he can have the vision, but he needs other people to put it together. So I've always, but for the first 8, it's always like I could see where Beachbody was going and see what was happening. But what happened, like, over the last 2 years is 2 massive things. Social media has sort of gotten a little different, right? And a huge thing in Beachbody is we switched from selling DVDs to selling Beachbody on demand, like this huge thing. And what's happened is we're sort of going through this shift within the company. And I was saying to Amy, I was like, I know we're going to evolve. I know we're going to move into the next thing. I just can't see how. And then I was on the National Wake Up Call on Monday and got to listen to Kim Carver and Miguel. And if you haven't listened to that call, you got to listen to it. And I just, like, I really respect Miguel. I respect Kim as well, but Miguel just has this ability to see the big picture with this business and see what's going on. So anyways, he was talking about the 80-day obsession. He was talking about all that and talking about what he's doing. And then we have this little group that Rose and Lisa know about called the Round Table. And then there's this post on the Round Table, and somebody posted up there, whoever came up with the idea for an exclusive coach-only test group with Autumn is brilliant. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. I didn't know about this test group. And I don't know about you guys, but I've tried getting in a lot of these test groups and I've never gotten in. So this is like anybody and everybody. So for everybody on this call, everybody who's going to be listening to the recording, you have the opportunity to get into this exclusive coach-only test group that Autumn's running. So starting, write down these dates if you haven't already gotten them, starting December 14th through January 14th. If you basically, I don't know all the packs and I got to study this, but here's the deal. If you go all in on this program, and what is corporate and Autumn looking at as all in, you have Beachbody on demand, you purchase the sliders and all the stuff that go with the program, you have your Shakeology, and then you purchase your pre-workout and your post-workout. That's what Beachbody considers all in. You get to be personally mentored in that group by Autumn, right? Like, you get to be a coach participant in this test group, just like all of they just did one with 100 people. Autumn runs that group. She does live videos. She does all of this stuff just for that group. So for what's coming up with 80-Day Obsession, I was like, this is unbelievable. I was like, for me personally, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm like fat and out of shape right now. And it's like, I told my wife, I was like, it's kind of like disgusting. I looked at myself the other day in the mirror, and it's, the physical part's the part that we notice, but then I started looking at it, and it's everything that goes along with it, right? It's the emotional body, it's the mental, it's the self-esteem, it's the clarity of mind, like all that stuff that goes along with it. And it's not like this is something I'm beating myself up with, but when you have that moment where it's like, I got to get my shit together. Like, I had that moment and I was like, this is just perfect. I'm going to go all in with this program. And it was literally yesterday. Like, I was like, all right, I'm cleaning up my diet and I'm getting back to eating, 2 to 3 hours apart. I'm getting back to just cleaning it up. Right. So that happens yesterday. All fired up today, but like what I'm doing with it, and let me just share the big vision. And when I share that vision, you're going to see exactly how this can play into to two things for you, for your own personal health and fitness, and then also for your business, right? Because we're business owners, and it's cool to, share on social media and stuff like that, but it's way cooler when people are purchasing stuff and they're following programs, they're getting results, you're getting paid, business is growing, stuff like that, right? So yeah, I'm going all in. I'm going all in with the diet. I'm going all in with the nutrition. I'm going all in with the supplements, with the workout. And if you haven't gone on the Beachbody Champions page and watched Autumn's video yet, you have to go on there and watch it, because she talks about the time nutrition with this. She talks about going to bed at certain times. Like it's an all-encompassing program. And I like that. I like those programs where it's like, you got to change everything in your life. Let me rephrase that. You have to go all in on this program, and you're focused on it all the time throughout the day, because you're timing your nutrition, you're going to bed on time because you're going to get up, and we've got 80 different workouts. She talks all about that. So check out that video. But for us coaches, if you're looking to grow your business, anytime my business has ever grown, and now it doesn't make a difference, right? So if I go and I get in the best shape of my life and I start promoting the products or programs, I'll be honest with you, that doesn't make a difference in my business. But here's what does, and here's what makes a difference in mine at the level I'm at, the level that Lisa's at, the level that Rose is at. And if you're a brand new coach, when you go all in with a program, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, it's not about selling challenge packs and doing this and doing that. It's about the energy shifting. And when the energy shifts, the tribe that you're either trying to attract or the tribe that's following you, their energy shifts. And that has it's compounding too. So how does this all work? How does this all play out? Let's take the example of you're a new coach and you're trying to get your business started, right? Like you're just trying to kick off your business. So what do you do with this? First of all, you make that commitment now that you're going all in, you're doing one of these packs, and you're going to do this program 100% as the personal trainer Autumn Calabrese outlines it, not as you want to pick and choose. And I understand people, like I was talking to someone the other day that has a dairy issue, so she can't do the after the workout drink thing. So I'm like the worst with names. You guys know what I'm talking about though, right? Like the after the workout drink thing. I know Shakeology and P90X, that's about it. Yes, Recover. So by the way, I sent a message to Lisa and Rose earlier, and I did. You guys know that emoji that goes like that? Did you guys know they have a P90X emoji now? They have an emoji that goes like that. Yeah, it was awesome. It was the first time I ever saw it. What was I talking about? So,
where is it?
Okay, so new coach, right? Like, what do we do? What if we're a brand new coach? What do we do in this situation? First of all, you go all in, right? And, you get the point what I'm talking about with all in. Here's your golden opportunity. You have no other coaches in your downline. What do? You promote that we have an opportunity to be in an exclusive test group. It's like one time. This is it. This is the test group with the creator. You talk about all the new stuff. This is the first time we've ever done this. It's 80 workouts. Literally, they filmed 80 separate workouts. So it's going to take them step by step by step by step. Just like that alone, your people know who Autumn Calabrese is. And when you tell them they can go into a test group where she's going to be posting every day. She's probably going to be doing Zooms and stuff like this. She's running this challenge group, guys. The creator of the nutrition plan is running the challenge group with her. Corporate's going to be in there supporting her. Like, see the enormity of that, because that alone, I don't care who you are, if you've struggled with signing people up. Here's what this business is about. It's about the movement of energy. That's what this business is about when you simplify it down to like its core. And when you tell people that they can be mentored and they can be in a group with Autumn, that moves people. And here's how I would do it. I would get signed up or make the commitment on December 14th, you buy your pack, or whenever you need to save the money for, whatever, like you do that. And then you start talking about the group that you're in. And maybe you and another woman or another guy, like whatever it is, your husband, your wife, whatever, whoever, you get a couple people, right? If you're a brand new coach, you get a couple people and you guys run a group together. And then on social media, anytime there's movement in that group, you want to be posting it on social media. So what do I mean by that? We started out with 3 people in the group, and I'm excited, and I'm going to post on social media about the people group. And we each committed, we each got one more person signed up, and we started, and now we have 6 people in the group. So I'm talking about that on social media. And my friend who decided that they just wanted to they just signed up and they want to be in this group with me because they want to be in the test group with Autumn, right? Let me take one step back because I may have lost you guys. So you've got the big test group with Autumn, and then you're going to run your group, right? You guys follow me there? What you're posting on social media is you're sharing about both of those things. You're sharing the power of being in it with Autumn, but then here's what happens. Your people are watching, and when they see that their friend Susie just joined this group, oh, Susie joined it? Oh, Kelly joined it too? There's social proof in that. So every time there's movement, and what I mean by movement is somebody signing up. Here's another cool thing of movement. So I'm doing this, and I'm going to share a little bit more, like if you have a big team, how do you do this? I'm doing it on my team page, and on my team page I posted yesterday, we have 13 people in the group. And now we have 27 people in the group, and I'm posting that, and it's going to happen over and over and over, and I guarantee you, by the time this thing launches, everybody's going to be in that group because they're going to see it over and over and over. There's social proof. Everybody's doing it, and we don't want to be left out, right? And we're on the same page, Leah. And the crazy part about this whole entire thing is when you do this, everybody's going to get results. Everybody's going to feel good. Everybody's going to fall in love again. And our energy's up, our enthusiasm's up, our passion's up, our beliefs up, and that's how this business works. This business is about energy, it's about momentum, it's about moving the energy. So as a new coach, it's super simple. Let me just break it down into bullet points. Your superpower to share with everybody is Autumn Calabrese is going to mentor them in a private group. The drum that you're going to be beating over and over and over is Autumn Calabrese gets to mentor them, and beat the drum of movement in the group. So whatever you're doing, however you're running groups, and this can also be, oh my God, I just found out that not only is Autumn in this group, but the person who created the diet plans in the group, the nutritionist, like you're beating that drum, and it's just, it's like stacking, right? Like it's one thing after another, after another, after another. And just do that once a day. If you do that once a day, that is all you need to focus on from now until this program launches on the 15th. Because once it launches on the 15th, oh my God, there's another post you can post about this once a week. If they wait till the 15th, they can't be in this group. Done. So now once we get close, we start the countdown, right? Start the countdown of how they can't get in, how they're going to miss out. So that if you're a brand new coach, or if you're like a coach with a bigger team, this is what you're doing when you're out there recruiting, right? One side note, don't follow me on social media for this part because I'm really bad at it. I get it conceptually, but I don't do it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The reason that I don't do it is because I'm going to go into how to leverage this with your team. I've always focused on, like I have a bigger team now, Rose has a bigger team. Lisa has a bigger team. The bigger your team gets, the more you focus on getting the teammates to have success, getting yourself and your teammates to have success. So here's where that shifts, and here's where the difference comes in. But again, I got to get my butt in gear and start doing this, just for the mere fact that I want to be accountable to it. And I like doing the program. For me, it's like 3 steps: doing the program, going all in myself, getting our coaches on our team doing it because I know what happens, and I want us all to do it together. And then the third thing is I really got to get back to recruiting myself. But in all honesty, it's a little less of a focus for me right now. What my focus is creating volume on the team. So how do we create volume on the team? The first thing, it's sort of done in phases. And here's the big mistake that I see everybody doing right now. And this is what all the top coaches are doing. Let me rephrase that. All the top recruiters are doing. They're focused on how many new customers and coaches can I get in. And here's what I think the focus should be as a leader. I think your number one focus for the next couple of weeks should be, how many of my existing coaches can I get to commit to doing this program and going all in? So right now, what I'm focused on is how many existing coaches on our team can I get to commit? And it looks different depending on where you're at. Like for me, one of the things I did earlier today is I sent out a message. I looked through my downline, found the 5-star diamonds and above, sent them a direct message and let them know, like, I'm running a group, come check it out. You can add your team in. You don't have to add your team in. You can be a fly on the wall, whatever. But I want everybody, I went to the leaders because I just, like, I see it. I see the opportunity here right now with leveraging this. And what's the opportunity? The opportunity starts with our coaches being enthusiastic and passionate about this company. And that happens when the reason I'm so passionate about doing this, I'll be like totally honest. I know that the long play is it's going to increase volume. But most people think increased volume comes this way. It comes through, let's get a bunch of people to do this thing and they'll buy all this extra product and we'll increase volume, right? Here's the way that it works. Let's get everybody committed to this 100%. Let's get them to spend money, because when you spend money, you take it more serious. And let's get them to follow what Autumn does. Autumn uses the pre-workout. Autumn uses the post-workout. Autumn uses, like, I don't know about you guys, but I got 30 pounds to lose. I'm not going to go in there and question Autumn and what she's going to tell me to do. It's like, I have this world-class trainer. Tell me what to do. Okay, here you go, Keith. Here's the whole entire thing. It's going to cost you $300. I don't even know what the prices are for 3 months. Okay, no brainer. I'm going to do it. And I want our coaches to do that. And I'm telling you, the volume doesn't increase because of that. Here's where the volume increases, because people have success with that and they feel good and they fall back in love with the company. And what happens when they feel good and they fall back in love with the company? They start sharing with other people what made them feel good, what made them fall in love with the company, what gave them the success. And that, remember how we started this call, guys? We talked about the energy, right? So it was funny. I was talking with 15-star diamond coach earlier today, and she asked me the question. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to focus on the 80-day obsession. I just don't think it's worth it. And what she's seeing it as is, do I want to try to get my coaches to buy a little extra? Like, that's what she's seeing it as. And when I'm telling you, it's not that. It's kind of like saying I want to sell someone Shakeology because I just want to make the 90 or the $35 or whatever comes from it, right? But it's not that. It's like, here's the deal from a macro level with our company. We get paid because of the products, but people fall in love because of the experience. So what I'm saying is I want every coach on our team, and I don't even care if literally, if not a single coach sold a single product for the next 4 months, I would be cool with that. Because here's what I know, if they did this program and they did it 100%, because I know what happens down the road from that, right? So what's happened is we've gotten loose with the programs. People aren't following them 100%. They're doing the diet here and especially around Christmas time, right? But if we can get the energy, if we can get, let me just rephrase that word, when we get the energy and when we get we from the very top, from Carl Deichler down to the brand new coach and everything in between, when we get to that place where we feel good about ourselves, what happens is we become attractive and we become sexy, not in a physical sense, in a what is she doing sense, because whatever she's doing, she looks happy, she looks enthusiastic. Like, I want some of that. And that's how this business works. Side note, guys, when Lisa and I both signed up, our sponsor, Bob Lucido, he had messaged me for 6 months trying to get me to do this business. 6 months. And it was annoying, and I didn't want to sign up with it, and I didn't want anything to do with this business. You know when it changed for me? When he believed. Because prior to me signing up, he believed in the company. He believed in our products. He believed in the business opportunity. And he knew that he could do this business, but he didn't know without a doubt that he was going to do this. And so he went to a summit, he met Craig Holiday, he met Tony Horton, he met Barbie Decker, and something changed with him. He went from, I know that I can do this, to I am doing this. And the second that happened, I felt it, at least like other people felt it, and we saw something. The second that happened, I was like, okay, something's different here. This dude sees something that I don't see, and then I paid attention to it. So that, from a brand new coach all the way to a coach that has a big team, that's what this program does for you. When your coaches do it 100%, when they go all in, that belief level, that passion, because if you look at it, like if you look at any of the if you look at coaches that maximize the launches, right? Coaches that are in these test groups, they get amazing results, and then their business grows because of it, right? So if we're coaches with a team, and if you have one coach, you have a team. If you are a new coach right now, you can go out and get your one coach with the autumn thing that we just talked about, and now you have a team. If you do, imagine everybody on your team having that transformation, right? Like that, and then they go out with that passion, and the transformation, I'll be honest, guys, 10% of it's the physical transformation. Here's what I want, why I want to go all in. Yeah, I want to lose 30 pounds right now, for less for the way that I look, but more for the clarity of mind, for the lethargy, for stuff like that. And deeper than that, I want the self-esteem boost that comes with accomplishing that program. I want the self-esteem boost that comes from showing up every single day for 80 days. I want the healing that happens when I want to eat that crap food that my kids are eating, and I have to go to my altar and write in a journal and do that instead of eating the food, because I got to process that crap, or else I'm going to go and eat it, and I'm not going to continue with this program, right? Like, that's what is here right now. And the piece that has me all excited about it, it's the business part of it too. I'm not shy about it. I'm a business dude. I'm a father of 4, soon to be 5. I saw this and it was like ding, 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 ding. It was like everything lined up. Get yourself back on track 100%. And like, let's get everybody doing this together 100%. So yeah, like as a team, it's simple. So we talked about as an individual, right? It's leveraging the autumn piece, and then it's anytime there's movement in the group, leveraging that. As a team, it's the exact same thing, leveraging the autumn piece, setting up a private group just for your coaches, a coach-only accountability group in addition to autumns, because what you're going to do in that coach-only group is you're going to do two things. You're going to use it as a coach-only accountability group because we need our accountability too. But you're also going to use it to teach the coaches that are in there how to do this, how to use this to grow their business. So it's two things. We're business owners. Our body's our business. Our mind's our business. Our emotions are our business. So we're focusing in on that. We're getting committed to the program. But then we're also teaching, how do we do this? Okay, here we are. Step one. If you're a coach and you have a downline, your goal right now is to get everybody in your downline committed to doing this. And everybody's unrealistic, but that's what we're striving for, right? Like, let's all start doing this. We're not talking about anything else for the next 80 or 120 days because it's a month till launch and then launch. And guys, just so you know, I'm just sharing what I'm doing here. So I'm not talking about anything else. It's 80-day obsession. I want everybody's mind on this one thing. No distractions. We're not talking about rank. We're not talking about this. We're not talking about that. We're talking about 80-day obsession. I want to get all my coaches committed to it. How am I doing that? I set up this group, and in my other pages, every time a new coach joins, we're talking about it, right? Whenever there's movement in the group, I'm talking about it on my team page, and I'm telling you, all the people that have been asleep on your team page are going to start waking up because they're going to see that drum beating over and over and over. You know, Leah just joined the group. Alicia just joined the group. Jessica just joined the group. And then the next day, oh, we went from 6 to 12 people today, and up until you feel like you've exhausted that. And then, but now we're in the group, right? And inside the group, we're talking about, it's simple. We're talking about right now, week 1, we're trying to get the rest of our existing coaches in here, re-engaging them. But we're also out looking for new coaches, not customers, coaches or discount coaches. Why? Because you have to be a coach to be in the autumn test group, right? And then we're doing that. And then the next thing I would do is so we've got all of our coaches that are, and this is going to take a week or two. This is what I'm focused on for the next couple weeks. It's like, all right, let's get all the coaches on the same page. And then I'm going to start beating the drum of really sharing how to share this, how to leverage the autumn piece, how to leverage the, going out and downloading your customers, like all of that stuff. But we want all the coaches committed first. And then when they're all committed, we teach that whole group how to leverage it. So yeah, if a brand new coach, if you're a brand new coach, you haven't signed a single person up, it's a golden opportunity. If you've got, those anywhere from like 2 to 10 discount coaches, inactive coaches, stuff like that, this is like golden to reach out to them, because I'm telling you, you have that inactive coach, they're going to be making a plan for the new year for what they're going to do. What could be a better plan than getting into a coach-only test group that with Autumn? I'm telling you, it's going to pick them up. One other note that I just want to add in here, so I know this is a lot, guys. I know it's a lot, and I started this by saying I feel a little overwhelmed. Like I feel it. I feel what's coming in with this. ride it, like jump on, get on board with both feet and ride it. Because if you don't, it's like one or two things. It's a little overwhelming. So what, in all honesty, before jumping on this call, and then I got another live video that I got to do after this, I was like, man, I just want to go meditate right now. Like, forget about all this and not deal with it. But I want to jump in. Like, I want to jump in and I want to get on the wave, and I'm riding this. So look at yourself. Like, there's the thing to be like, oh, okay, that's a little much right now. I'm going to take a step back. Or you can jump in and you can ride this thing. So where do you go from here? Circle as a team. Circle with whoever you're close with, things like that. After that, what I would do is I would listen to Miguel's National Wake Up Call if you haven't listened to it yet, and I would watch Autumn's video on the Beachbody Champions page. Those are the two things I would do. And I'm telling you, if you listen to this call and you do those two thing, and then decide, the Autumn just lays it out. Like, when she lays this program out, it makes sense. When you listen to Miguel lay out, he's been planning this for 4 months since he's been going through the test group, and you listen to him and what he's laying out, like, it really makes sense. But yeah, I'm going all in with it. I can hang out for a few questions just for like 10 minutes. I gotta do a live video at 1:00 Eastern time. So if anybody has any questions, and I apologize if it's all over the place and I just threw up all over you, but yeah, I'm just excited about this. I'm pumped about this program right now.
No, I think you were dead on with just getting that energy when people just getting back on track. We had a few people recently, maybe about like a dozen of us, do the ultimate reset, and you could really sense the energy shift really started happening. So yeah, we need to use this to like our fullest potential and just go like all in. So I'm psyched for it. I'm going to do it personally. Go all in, nutrition, workouts, obviously. So I'm in.
Yeah, and Rose, just keep beating that drum on the team page and with everything that you're doing. And
definitely. Anybody else have any questions for Keith, or anyone wants to?
How do you get into Autumn's?
Yeah, I just saw your question about getting into the team group or the Autumn's group. They said they're going to be a couple days, but once you purchase the pack, they're going to cross-reference somehow. So I guess you'll submit to enter into the group. It seems like from what she was saying, what they were saying about it on her call, and then they'll cross-reference to make sure you purchased a package, and then you'll be allowed in.
Right. So Erica is saying that she normally orders through her husband's account, so she's concerned whether or not she's going to get in.
They talked about that in the comments on the call. Keyshawn was actually like Newton stealing her food. They said that you're going to have to purchase it through your name to be allowed into the group.
Yeah, and I know that stinks. That's what we do. Like, I'm going to have to switch that up. But from a legal standpoint, your husband's not you. Your wife's not you. So those are two totally separate, different people. And I know that we do it to get extra volume through and get paid more. But yeah.
Keith, you mentioned that this is going to be a coach-only group. Are you even going to like? How are you going to talk to your discounts, or how you're going to engage your discounts to try to, I guess, talk about not only getting in the group, but like working, like whether they want to work the business or not. Like, where are you just drawing that line from being a coach to a discount coach?
So coach only is discount coach too. That's the way that I look at it. And I'm running this group twofold. I'm running it as you guys are like, so I watch the challenge groups now and they've evolved so awesome. I'm running this as a personal accountability group where I'm being accountable to my workout and to my nutrition. And like, that's what I'm doing. We'll see like how people follow suit, stuff like that. that's the accountability piece. And I'm going to use it like a journal too. That's always like, that's how I learned to do challenge groups. It was like journaling my thoughts and feelings. It was being accountable for the workouts and being accountable for my nutrition. Like that's how I know how to do a challenge group. No prizes, no nothing. Like that's it. Post up a fun picture of you working out. And then for the business part of it, I'm going to be in there every single day talking about how to do this as a business. And if you're just a discount coach, that's okay. You don't have to do anything, but every single day I'm going to be sharing, if I was a discount coach, this is what I would be doing. So it's their choice. But it's honestly, even if I like to make things super easy for a discount coach, and then here's where I want discount coach's mind to be. Wow, I get to, because they're also going to be in the group with Autumn, right? Like your discount coaches can be in the group with Autumn. If I'm a discount coach, here's what's easy to me and a no-brainer. Wow, if I just made a post about this to my friends and family, they could be in this group with Autumn too, like this test group. And that's it. Like that's all. That's where I want them living, and that's where I want them focusing on. So yeah, really within the group, it's not going to go any further than that for a discount coach. I don't know if I'm answering the question right either.
Yeah, can I jump in?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, yeah, so you're just plugging them in to that energy that you're talking about, and it's a way for them to witness it, be a part of it, and have that ripple effect of other people's enthusiasm and results and how-tos, because they're also getting that in the group. So it starts to get them thinking, and it might take them a while, might take them until after the 80 days, but you just planted so many seeds that you could have a garden blossom like crazy later on. So it's that's how I'll be approaching it. I just want to, it's almost like how you have someone who signed up and you like say, please come to Summit with me. You don't have to do anything. Summit will take care of it. If they're going to be a coach after Summit, they're going to be a coach. Just introducing them to this energy field of positive juju will be good.
One other thing just to add to it, you're going to offend some people. And I think that, like, you know, Leah, if you get a big group going and you add your discount coaches in there, you're going to have the coaches like, I don't know what that business stuff at the time. Like, that's just going to happen. Here's the way that I look at it.
You don't want them anyway.
Yeah, just go into it with good intent and move the energy in the group consistently. Yeah.
Can you give an example of what kind of business type of post you're going to post in the group?
I'm going to tell them exactly what to do. As simple as that. Like right now in my group, I told them you want to be getting in. I told them these first two steps, what we're focused on this week is like, if you have 0 coaches, your job is to focus on promoting the test group with Autumn and getting some coaches in this group. If you have a couple coaches, your job is re-engaging those couple coaches and getting them in this group. It's so everything's about re-engagement right now in the beginning. But yeah, it's simple. So one of the things that Beachbody's finally doing, if you notice, they're not talking about anything else right now. Before, they used to have all these launches and all these things, and what happens is we glaze over. The simpler, the better with this. One program, one thing to do in a day, one thing to do in a week, like simple, 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 simple.
Do you know how much emphasis on Shakeology there's going to be or Autumn's going to do? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. I know that it's in the program and she recommends it. But I think that for the bundles, you can do it or you can't do it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, some are like you get both Shakeology and performance. Some are Shakeology or performance. So
So
it's
at least that's good because they've been talking
many
about
options.
a lot in the roundtable how they want performance to be as much of an option as Shakeology.
Yes, they need it.
Yeah, I think you have to have the performance to get in the group. But I'm like the worst with that stuff, so don't quote me on that.
FAQ.
Yeah, I think you have to buy the top pack that comes with like the 4 canisters of Recover, 2 Energize, and all the tools and everything like that to get in.
And I think we just need to make sure because I think that's what corporate said. And then when Autumn went live, I think she screwed it all up and it's kind of like any package now. But
Yeah.
I'll just have to look into that more.
Corporate's not going to let you in without purchasing. I can guarantee that you're going to have to purchase to be in that group.
Yeah.
And so just another side note to that, what I'm doing right now is I have to request to be added. There's 3 questions to get into the group, which basically are screening type questions that get you thinking, that get basically it's that you have to think of who's the most people that are going to come in here. So it's a coach that's getting re-engaged, and it's a question. They're commitment questions, but one of them is, are you going to be purchasing the mega pack or whatever it is? So I'm adding people into my coach group right now. Here's another great thing. I'm adding people into my coach group with saying to them, are you purchasing the pack, et cetera, et cetera. Come the 14th, when we are able to purchase, what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to reach out to other people in my group to get the energy going, is I'm going to post up the receipt or whatever it is, like for what I just purchased. And then other people will start doing that. So again, it's that domino effect, like everybody will start doing it. Does that make sense? And that's within the coach group. Hey guys, I got a live video that I still have to do a quick little preparation for at 1 o'clock, and it's like a timer thing, so I have to go on at 1 o'clock. I'm going to have to jump off.
No, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Keith. We really appreciate all your insights on 80-Day Obsession.
Cool. And if anybody has any questions, just feel free to shoot me a message too.
Awesome.
And thank you, Lisa and Rose, for having me on.
Yeah, anytime. All right, girls, and Keith, thanks so much.
See you, Keith.
Yeah.